Charlie, we are breaking the charcoal, we are chopping the sticks, we are going around looking for sticks to chop and light a fire. Babes, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Yeah, welcome back to another video, you guys. If you are new to the channel, do want to hit the subscribe button. If you are old, the like button sure is yours, and leave your comments down below. So today is going to be an interesting video. I was trying to be a little cinematic with the wine pouring in the intro. Okay, so I think I'll try and make it a thing. If I'm about to tell a story, I don't have much stories, and today you know why I don't have stories to tell. Anyway, so today's video we are going to be talking about 5 things that I never did as a kid, as a child. 5 things that I never ever did, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people were privileged to have these things that I'm about to mention. If you are just like me who didn't have that privilege, baby, and God has made us and He was intentional about us, and we are still alive today, and there's hope for the future. Okay, so don't be discouraged. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get to today's video. I know that people's childhoods were fun. People's childhoods were, some of you had very fun childhoods. Others had like pretty cool parents, and some of you are very privileged. Okay, if you hear this, I would be like, really? You did not? Anyway, so the first thing that I didn't get as a kid growing up is that this one is a huge one. I never had my own bed. And please, when I say a kid, I don't mean when I was a baby. I mean from age 2 to about to my teenage years. Okay, so age 2 to about 16. That is what I mean when I'm saying as a child. This is the age range, because I didn't know where I was, how I was as a baby. Okay, 2 upwards, I was a little bit aware of my surroundings, and by stories, I know. Okay, so number 1 is I never had my own bed as a kid. Never, like NEVER, never had my own bed as a kid until I went to SHS and we had to buy a mattress to go to school. A lot of you know that, and that is the only time that I had a bed. So when I come home, I sleep on the floor. Definitely. And this is not in any way to shy my parents are phenomenal. They did the best that they could, and it is my wish very much that one day I can build them a house or buy them a house, maybe. My wish, but hopefully it comes to pass for me. If not, I'm still doing the best I can for them. All my sisters, we are doing the best that we can for them, and they are really appreciative of it. So yes, I never had a bed. We are 5 girls, as you guys already have said it over and over and over. We are 5 girls in my family. I'm the last born, and we were living in a compound house, chamber and hall with a porch. So if your parents have the chamber with a bed and they are sleeping on, where are you going to sleep? And because of how they spaced us, I'm sure they were thinking, oh, when we rent this place, this one will be in SS, this one will be home. So because we're spaced 5 years each, so it's like when this one is in the JSS, this one is now going to start JSS. When this one is in SS, this one is now in primary. That kind of arrangement they did. And so probably they didn't see the need to go for a bigger place so that everybody can get their room. So we all slept. So we had sofas in the hall, right? And we have a center table. So in the middle of the night when we're about to sleep, we raise the center table, push it in the corner somewhere, and then my sister, the taller one, she takes the tall sofa, the other one takes the other sofa, and then the rest of the 3 of us, we put a blanket on the floor and we sleep. So I never had a bed till I got to SHS and I had to buy a bed for school. So that is one thing that I never had as a kid, which is so like, what? So the first time I remember buying my own bed, like not even uni bed, but like an actual bed, I was so excited. I was so excited. I was like, oh my god, this is like a testimony. Yeah, I've been through it. I've been through it. The thing that I also never had as a kid, in my own home at least, because of the explanation I'll give, is I never had cereals, cornflakes, whatever as breakfast. No, never. Like, who is going to get it? I never had cornflakes in my life when I was a kid. I never had cereal or anything. My dad used to teach extra classes for Azuma Nelson's children, which is Dolores, Dylan, Dorinda. You know, all his children are D. So my dad used to, and they used to live around where we live at Chimota, thereabout. So my dad used to teach them extra classes. And so as time went by, sometimes my dad would take me and the one I'm after, and then we go with him and also learn together with them. So maybe there were some weekends that we used to go there to play with them, and they'll give them cereal in the morning and we'll taste. But I'm in my house, and that was weird. We never ever stayed there for a very, very long time because my parents were always home because of the jobs they were doing. And yeah, so I never had cereal as a kid. I never bought cereal as a kid. I didn't know how it tasted like until I went to Azuma Nelson's house. Anyway, now the third thing that I never had as a kid, the one thing that I never did as a kid growing up, is ask my mom, what are we eating today? Girl, you're going to ask your mama, what are we eating today? You are privileged. Trust me, you are privileged. Now, it's not because of any reason, but it's because my mom was a food vendor and is a food vendor. My mom sold food her whole life since I was born and everything. So like for 20 plus years, my mom was cooking food to sell. So there's no avenue for you to go and say, what are we eating today? Sis, there's rice, she's selling banku, she's selling fufu, she's selling plantain, like it was a whole fast food joint. So you can't go and ask the question, what are we eating today? And the only days my mom didn't used to go to work was Sunday. And Sunday, she decides what to cook, because she can't be cooking the whole weekend. We'll come and choose what we eat on Sunday. Obviously not, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So I never asked my mom, what are you, like, what are we eating today? Like, you shrouding, Shangri-La, mom, what are we eating? No, no, I never had that. So if you had that, count yourself blessed. Go to your mom, hug your mom, and say, oh, thank you, mom. Thank you for giving me choices. I don't know if you guys are not shocked yet, but this is the fourth one. I never knew how to use a gas stove or a gas cooker, oven, anything of the sort until I was 16. Was it 16? Yeah, no, 18. We never owned anything like that. We were using coal pots and charcoal to cook ever since. So we never had the chance to use those things. Oh my god, I'm so blessed. Hallelujah, I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. At 18, because when I went to uni, I bought myself an electric burner. I think it was part of the things that you need, because I was in Legon and I was in the diaspora. So we had a pot that you can cook there. You know, you have to cook by yourself. So that was the first time I ever bought an electric two-top gas burner. We used to call it a burner. At the time. So yeah, burner. So I never had that growing up as a kid. Like, growing up as a kid, Charlie, we are breaking the charcoal. We are chopping the sticks. We are going around looking for sticks to chop and light a fire. Babes. Oh, this good. Anyway. The last thing that I never had as a kid growing up is, and this one is kind of pretty sad for me to think about it. Like, I never had friends coming over to visit me in my house. I never never had friends, even until I was old enough. And the only person who used to come to my house was my boyfriend at the time. He was the only person who had been to my house since I was a kid. Like, I never had friends coming to my house. It was the school I attended. My dad was a teacher there. So who would want to come to his teacher's house? Nobody. Nobody would want to come. And when I go to school, in the morning we wake up, my whole family wake up around 5 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock. Then we walk from home to where my mom's fast food joint was, which was a long distance. We used to walk like 20 minutes to get there. So we walk at dawn. My father, my mother, my sister, the one I'm after, and then myself. We used to walk all the way, carrying, either we are carrying water or we are carrying charcoal or anything we need for the day. So we walk there, we set up everything. My dad goes to cooking, my mom also does the cooking. We clean, we arrange, we wash the plates we used to sell. Like, we do everything, we set up. By the time we are done with everything, it's around 8 o'clock and the food is ready. So my dad and I, we will eat, and then my dad and I will walk to school. And when we close, it's either my friend whose mom had a car, because they will surely pass where my mom joins us. Sometimes I join and then they drop me off at my mom's, or I walk back to my mom's. And that's where I'll stay until my mom closes the shop and we walk all the way back home together. So there wasn't a time like I'm going to play, I'm going to see my friend, and it's a compound house, so other kids were there, so it was assumed that we play with the other kids, right? But I was too intelligent. I was too like forward-minded for the kids in my hood, so I didn't like playing with them, and so I was always to myself. That is why even up until today, I barely have friends. I can count the number of friends I have. They're about 5 or 6. I barely have friends. I don't have friends. I don't have a best friend anymore. My best friend is a guy now. But so anytime I try to make friends, it's kind of weird and difficult, and they end up leaving, and I don't care because I've never had them. So it's kind of difficult for me to keep them, and if they want to go, I don't know how to keep them. So anyways, so this is a video that I'd like to share with you guys, so you guys know a little bit about me. So let me know in the comments what your childhood memories are based on the things that I've talked about. What did you also not have as a child? Like, I could go on and on. But anyways, we'll leave the video here for today. If you like this video, like it, share with your friends, subscribe, watch my other videos. Let me know in the comments what you think about today's video, and get me a wine glass. I think I need to get a wine glass. This one is not a wine glass. Anyways, thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.